So we're doing our own lava lamp. You'll need vegetable oil, a gallon of water, food coloring, and some Alka-Seltzer.
Our procedures are half a gallon of water filled up halfway. And then we're gonna add all the vegetable oil. And then we would add a few drops of food coloring. Then we will shake it to where the water has the color. I'm gonna shake it. Is that good? Yeah, I think so. And then we will add the Alka-Seltzer. Break it into little pieces. So
one Alka-Seltzer, break it into little pieces.
And then we wait for the reaction. So you want to get close over here, Adrian. So
I'm zooming in.
Zoom in. Oh. What do you mean flip it over? Well, if you close it, it will be too dense. Like, it'll be, like, and a lot of pressure will be in there. Okay, yeah. Should we close it? Or should we wait? The data to begin, the oil stays above the water because the oil is lighter than the water or less dense. The oil and water do not mix because of something called intermolecular polarity. When adding the tablet piece, it sank to the bottom and started dissolving and created a gas. As the bubbles rose, they took some colored water with them. When the blob of water reached to the top of the gas escaped.
To make the lava lamp look even better, you could also add. Okay, so first what you want to do is add water to the dye bottle and fill it up to the neck. And then you want to put the cap back on and shake until the dye is dissolved. Okay, so it'll have to look something like this. And you do that to all of your bottles.
Okay, our materials are, first we need to get an empty space so we can lay everything out. We need personal protection, so rubber gloves to protect our skin from irritation. Eye protection to protect our eyes from splashing water into our eyes. Bucket to mix the fixer solution and stuff. We need rubber bands or zip ties or anything to tie our shirts. We obviously need our white shirts to tie-dye and our colors. Okay, so procedures.
Okay, so for our procedures, first you want to lay your shirt out onto a flat surface. You want to make sure all of your dye is ready in the little bottles and they're all mixed. And then you just put your shirt however you want to do your design. And you start dyeing. Okay, so I'm gonna do this.
Okay, is that how it works? So there's various ways you can do it. This is just you can do it with a fork, putting it in the middle, I'm just pinching it. I can't do it. I can't either. I'm just gonna do it over.
Okay. So once you roll that, you just put your rubber bands
Anywhere, everywhere. I know my phone. Okay, so after you finish putting the rubber bands, it will look like this, like that, or like this. I don't know, just weird things. And then you will start dyeing. I guess, yeah.
Or start dying.
Dyeing, but dyeing different. Okay. You don't want to do it over a bucket so you don't make a mess.
Let's start dying.
I don't know what colors I want yet.
We should have practiced before.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do whatever color. So you're gonna wanna get it like in there, everywhere, both sides, so you don't have a white space after you finish. I hope this surprises me in a good way.
Probably will.
Oh, don't get that.
Oh, what?
My shirt is cold.
Once you're done, you have to leave this for 6 to 8 hours for it to dry. And then once you're done, you put it in the washing machine.
No.
You put it in a bag and
Yeah.
then you wash it.
The data is the fiber-reactive dyes attached permanently to cellulose fibers using a covalent electron-sharing bond. These molecules carry a chromophore which absorb varying spectrums of the light, allowing only certain spectrums to reflect. Covalent bonding is one of the most basic and strongest types of chemical reactions. This reaction happens gradually over time depending on temperature and/or pH level of the surrounding environment. The reaction can also be aided with heat. Some tie-dyes have had success with using baking soda and microwaving their dyed articles. Since baking soda is weaker alkali than soda ash, it must be accompanied by heat. Some people who are chemically sensitive choose to use this method. This dye is allowed to react in desirable host environment for up to 24 hours. After this time, the bonding sites on the cellulose should be saturated with dye molecules. Excess dye molecules that have not bonded permanently are washed away using warm water, rinse, and a dye-carrying detergent like Synthropol.